But I need to fill up our water tanks, and I do that by running a hose from our house to the tanks. In the summer we can just run a direct line, but we don't have a heated hose, so that would freeze. So we used to be parked a couple feet back, and I guess the water hose would fit, and now I'm still a couple feet short. So I have to run that hose, the PEX hose, over here, and then walk it around, which is definitely more annoying. It really won't fit. Now that part's frozen, the connector, so I gotta go shovel it out. It's in a frozen snowbank. This is our little water station. So I have our tank water. You can't really see that well. Like a city water connection, and then we have like an outlet water, so we can have water on the outside of the trailer. So I'm just gonna like that. Go back that way, turn on the water at the spigot. Hopefully we get water. There's still ice trying to come out of the regular hose. So yeah, and then in the meantime, while that's filling, I have to start getting the wire mesh onto the catio, the new one, which is right there. So I guess I'm gonna start doing that while the water fills. I thought I was done with chores is what I was trying to say, but my walking pad just showed up, so I'm gonna lug that into the cat shed before I lose the rest of my light here. plugged in. It's a little messy under here, but let's see. Is it gonna work? Oh, yay! I did it! Nothing's on fire, nothing's broken. Juice! Visitor. Orange kitty again? Watch out, please. Excuse me. Camera won't work. As Hub's not here. Should be in some food right now. The bottom drawer of our kitchen cabinets has been dragging, and I thought there was like something underneath it. And then when I was putting some stuff away, I noticed there was like a little bit of mold on the inside of the cabinet, like the bottom of the drawer. So I'm getting ready for us to move the trailer because we're bringing it to Derek's work. Well, we have to go empty it, and then we're bringing it to Derek's work to spray from the bottom of like the floor. And so I was like, let me take that out and clean it now. So I cleaned the mold out from the inside. It was like all in the corner there. And then when I took it out, well, there's also mold right here. And then I noticed that there was actually nothing stuck underneath the drawer. It's just, can you see this? Like significantly, there you go, significantly bowed. And this actually isn't even a portion or part of the drawer that holds a lot of weight, it's because of moisture, which you can very clearly see. When I looked in here, I was like, that doesn't look good. So we got some mold in here. You can see on this back wall all of this condensation because these are directly against the wall. But when you open like this drawer, I don't know if you can see that. It's like it's dry back there. So it's really just on this bottom drawer. So I'm going to clean this out. And then hopefully when we spray foam the bottom of the trailer, that helps with the temperature difference between the inside of the trailer and the outside of the trailer, because that's what the problem is. And maybe, I don't really think it's like a moisture thing. Like I don't think showering and like cooking with the Instant Pot and us breathing in here is responsible for that, because I think you'd see everything would be moldy. It's really just like the low points of this trailer that also come into contact with really cold temperatures on the outside. It's that temperature difference. So I just wanted to give like another example, if I can find it, of like this moisture issue and just temperature difference that we're dealing with. It's starting to grow. So we have some mold right here that I scrubbed down, but it's coming back. So you can see all this, like all these little screws drip moisture because they seep like the cold air. Like this is warm, but these are cold, and this just like drips down and collects over here. So it's Tuesday afternoon. Friendly does not want to participate. We got about 6 inches of snow, or like 5 inches of snow on Friday, and then Sunday night into all day Monday. Yesterday we got almost like 16 inches, and now we're getting another winter storm warning for tomorrow night into Thursday. I think it's like 6+ inches, but I honestly just don't really know the total. So yeah, winter in the trailer is in full swing. Trying to just keep up with the snow. It's difficult to plow where we're parked, so the snow is kind of compacted along the sides, but we might move the trailer back to the other side of the house, because that's easier to like move the trailer and plow. We'll see, but we desperately have to empty the trailer because it's not flushing. We are full, but the place that we were emptying, there's like 3 places in Maine right now where you can empty your trailer. It's so annoying. So we were going to this Sandy Star location. It's like the only one in New England, and it's 5 minutes down the road, but the owner is not Sandy Star. The owner is a different company, and their credit card machine isn't working. I called Sandy Star. They're like, we sent the guy a new card reader. He just has to install it, but he hasn't yet, so it's not working. And the town sewer used to allow RVs to dump, but they stopped doing that in like 2020. I don't know why. Or it might have been in 2019. I don't know if people were like leaving bad like residue when they were dumping their RVs, but we can't dump there anymore. So there's like only 2 locations left in Maine, and they're both like an hour plus away, which is really annoying. But we have a septic tank, so worst case scenario, like we're gonna figure something out. I'm not gonna give details, but just know that it's really annoying in the winter. That's like a really challenging thing, at least in New England. Here in Maine, like all the campgrounds are closed until May. So finding a place to dump your waste, the biggest challenge so far of winter living in a cargo trailer. our diesel heater comes out from, and I was trying to get the heat blown to the rest of the trailer. And so the fan that I usually keep underneath there, see it right there, this is a fan that I have to blow hot air under the bed. I had it out here all night, and now our water lines, which are along that back wall, they're frozen because it's 5 degrees out and I have no water. Yeah, no water. So I'm just hoping Eric doesn't notice because he's gonna be mad. So February is starting off with a bang. The air temperature right now is -6 with a feels like of -29. Still on the trailer. So we actually have 2 diesel heaters for the trailer, but we only installed 1. We got the second one for when we like came back and we knew we were gonna be here in the winter, but we haven't installed it yet because it's really just not been needed. And like at least up until now, and we didn't want to punch a hole in the floor if we didn't have to, or in the wall. And so Derek started working at this shop again, and they're really great. Like they let us bring our trailer in when we were insulating it, which is really nice. And we're gonna actually be bringing our trailer there tonight. So like I said, it feels like -29 right now. So I'm still pretty impressed that the trailer isn't freaking frozen. Now, usually this whole window is iced over, but I have this little fan going that's just kind of like blowing enough warm air on it that it's not frozen yet. So I'm pretty impressed with that. Underneath, so this is where our heat comes out, which is like right next to the door. So the heat comes out. I have, can you see? So all of our water runs along that. That's like an uninsulated sidewall. None of the sidewalls are insulated, but the floor is insulated and the ceiling is. So anyway, I have this going to push hot air over to our water, and I mean that's not even sweating, so it's still pretty impressive. Right now we're running the diesel heater on 6, which is the highest it can go, and it's 16 degrees Celsius in here. I'm not good at conversions, but we usually like to sleep around like 15. And you have the diesel heater on like 3, and it's very comfortable in here. This has been running wide ass open all day and losing temperature as we go. So I should have done this way earlier. It is the end of February and this window's been very cold, and my husband sleeps next to this window, and it also creates a lot of moisture. Oh my gosh, this is impossible. And Derek works at a body shop, like a really nice body shop, and they have like this fancy stuff that goes over like windows that are broken that we could use. And that's honestly why I haven't done this yet, because he's like, no, I'll just get the window cling or whatever, and he hasn't. And I'm not mad about it, but I'm like, okay, well, it's been months on end of you saying you're gonna tape this window up, and he hasn't. And he does everything to maintain this trailer. Oh my gosh. And he does everything to maintain this trailer. And you know, our water heater just burst a line again. So I just want to do a little something for him, because this is pretty easy. This is actually a clear, like very large, like bottle bag, and I'm just taping it up over the window to kind of create a little barrier here so that he's not cold all the time. It might look ghetto, but it's gonna work the same. like